The evolution of mining on a computer started with CPU mining. In the early days of Bitcoin, mining difficulty was low, and not a lot of miners were competing to solve the blocks and get the reward. So it made it really worthwhile to use your computer, the CPU on a regular computer to mine Bitcoin. However, that approach was replaced by GPU mining. GPU mining was basically, it came about, people started understanding they could use the graphics processor, which means they would use the processor that's on graphics cards. And the sole purpose was to assist the graphics card to render 3D graphics on computers. Well, those cards became synonymous with GPU mining. They're not built for executive decisions like CPUs, but they work really hard and they're able to execute over 800 times more instructions in the same amount of time as a CPU. Basically, they're not as smart as CPUs, but they can execute commands faster. Mining is a repetitive process that doesn't require any intelligent decisions. So the CPUs, they started, being replaced by GPUs because of the speed of the GPUs. FPGA mining then came, and that's field programmable gate arrays. These outperform GPUs and CPUs in the mining process because those processors can be programmed to execute specific instructions, and only those instructions, instead of being repurposed like mining like GPUs, right? FPGA mining, or field programmable gate arrays, they can only be programmed with specific instructions, right? GPUs, they just keep on mining until they get it right, okay? After that came ASIC mining. It's similar to FPGAs, application-specific integrated circuits are what they're called, but they are designed for a specific purpose. In the case of mining, it's for Bitcoin and nothing else. So ASIC miners can only mine Bitcoin. They were introduced in like 2013. Right now, they're the best processors available for mining Bitcoin, and they outperform FPGAs in power consumption. So they require less power than FPGA mining, and they outperform FPGA mining in that regard. And they're only made for Bitcoin. Mining pools became available to offset the difficulty of mining a block. Because if you try to do it by yourself, with your own little hardware, it's very difficult because of the number of people that are, trying to do the same thing. So people started organizing in pools or cloud mining networks. Whenever a miner in one of these pools solves a block, then a reward is shared with everybody in the pool, in a ratio that represents how much of the work you put into the pool. So even if you didn't solve the puzzle. So basically, if it was 10 of us together mining in this mining pool, and we all trying, and I try for, 1/3 of the day or whatever, and someone else tries for 1/4 of the day, and someone tries for 3/4 of the day, and that person, their miner solves the puzzle, they're going to get the lion's share, and I'm going to get a share that represents how much I was active in participating in solving that puzzle. Then came cloud mining. Cloud miners offer the prospective miners the ability to purchase mining rights in a remote data center. So you don't have to own any equipment or anything, right? You're just going to purchase the right to use their equipment in a remote facility to mine however you want to mine. That means you don't have to worry about electricity costs, you don't have to worry about heat, you don't have to sell anything, all that sort of stuff, right? So there are disadvantages because you have to make sure the cost of you renting to cloud mine will be offset by your earnings so that you're not paying to mine and not making a profit. But that is basically the evolution of mining. So it started with CPU mining, then came people discovering that GPUs, the graphics cards, could mine, then came field programmable gate arrays, FPGA. Then came ASIC, then mining pools, and now cloud mining. So that's basically the evolution of mining on a computer.